This is matchup number 4, coming to you from Marseille, France. My name is Pt4, Awesome, the voice of all things Championship Wrestling Series related, folks. This is the Masquerade Brawl, making their way to the ring now for an Extreme Rules Tag Team title match. On your left, folks, Air Force 2, and to her left, Gale Force. The team of Force Awakens making their way to the ring right now, folks. The Force Awakens. And they're here tonight, folks, for an opportunity at the Women's Tag Team Championships. Let's see how they fare against the team of the Dancer Sisters, folks. This team are nigh unstoppable. Force Awakens coming to the ring here, folks, with 1 win, 2 losses. It's their tag team record, and here they are now, the CWS Women's World Tag Team Champions. In the camel pants and the white tank top, Private Dancer, and to her right, Jazz Dancer, the CWS Women's Tag Team Champions. Listen to this for a statistic, ladies and gentlemen. Their win-loss record: 13 wins, 2 losses. 2-time Women's Tag Team Champs defending their titles here tonight against the Force Awakens via a fan vote, folks. We asked for you to vote on which team should face the Dancer Sisters, and this is the team that came in with the most votes. These are the CWS Women's Tag Team Championships. They are what's at stake in this Extreme Rules matchup. So, tornado rules apply. All 4 women will be legal at once. And weapons, oh boy, the weapons will be legal. Referee lifts the belts above his head to show what's at stake. I'm going to take a sip from my black coffee before this one starts. Air Force 2 and Gale Force, we haven't seen them around for quite a while. The referee rings the bell, and this starts off hot, folks. Which of these 2 teams are going to be the women's champions of the world come Eliminator in November, Saturday 23rd? Gale, Private fighting in one corner. Air Force 2 putting the boots to Jazz in the far corner. And the Force Awakens are standing on top right now. What's Gale looking for here? Private charges into the corner, and Gale with the assist and the head scissors. Air Force 2 now turns her focus from Jazz to Private Dancer, and Gale now targeting Jazz. Jazz turns it around and whips Gale over the top rope and to the outside. Gale's hanging on, and Jazz with the running clothesline just took Air Force 2 down. Air Force 2 rolling to the outside, and Gale runs right into a chop here from Jazz Dancer. Gale with the running bulldog to Jazz. And Private locking up, scooping up Air Force 2 and slamming Air Force 2 flat down to the mat. Gale tried to evade Private's clutches, but was unsuccessful. A Private Dancer with the snap suplex taking Gale Force down. Air Force 2 now able to level Private Dancer with that clothesline. And Jazz, the first one to bring a weapon into the matchup, but followed quickly by Gale using a sledgehammer, but Jazz just hopping the head of Gale Force off that bin and launching the trash can at Gale. Private still taking the fight to Air Force 2 on the inside of the ring. Meanwhile, Jazz with that stiff golden kick across the face and a big scoop power slam. Private Dancer to Air Force 2, center of the ring. And folks, we've got the 1, 2, not the 2 count, folks. I erred in my judgment. It was a 1 count and Air Force 2 got out of it. Private Dancer breaking up the count here. Gale Force with the cover on Jazz. Oh my god, looks like Private went for that major boot, but Air Force 2 sidestepped it and connected with a super kick. And Gale launching Jazz to the outside with the trash cans. My god, oh no, my god. Momentum broken when Air Force 2 just took Private down. The miscommunication in the station between Air Force 2 and Gale Force. Looked like Gale had some outside dive in mind, but Air Force got in the way. Complete miscommunication there between the Force Awakens. But folks, what do you expect? They haven't been teaming up recently. Air Force 2 outside with Jazz caught in a rock and a hard place here. She's got nowhere to go. She's trapped in a big headbutt there from Air Force 2 taking Jazz down. And Gale Force and Air Force 2 really need to get back onto the same page, folks. You can't be anything but perfectly synchronized if you want to take on a team and defeat a team with the caliber of the Dancer Sisters. Gale Force tossing that trash can at Private Dancer and Jazz sneaking up behind. Folks, this is the poster for Eliminator 2. We hope you can join us Saturday, November 23rd. Massive spine buster there from Jazz to Gale Force. The Eliminator, folks. We will have the titular Eliminator matchup on the show, of course. Jazz scooping up and the powerbomb onto the trash can on the outside, and Gale Force is surely out of it. Air Force 2 with the clothesline just taking Jazz down and now stomping at the back of the head outside. Folks, and they're running bulldog from Private Dancer to Air Force 2. And somehow, someway, the Dancers are the ones standing on top. Massive clothesline. Jazz turned Gale inside out. Private tossing that trash can at Gale Force. And Jazz launching Air Force 2 into the desk that myself and my broadcast colleagues are sat beside. The Dancers showing their dominance right now, folks. On top of the world, and look at that for a backbreaker. Air Force 2 absolutely smashed. And Private Dancer measuring Gale Force. And best seats in the house here, folks, is Air Force 2 and Jazz duking it out. Air Force 2 now taking the opportunity to sneak up behind Jazz. Look at the clutches. She's got her in her clutches, and Jazz has Gale up. Gale fighting out of her with some elbows to the side of the head of Jazz Dancer. Gale goes under, and look at that foot to the face. I guess Jazz is feeling the force of that one. Up onto the shoulders. Gale Force with the TKO. And Gale looking for the cover. Are we going to have new women's tag champions? 2. And Jazz Dancer kicks out at 2. Jazz cleverly rolling to the outside, but that does leave Private in the ring on her own. Gale Force, what she got in mind this time, and this time goes for the somersault senton to the outside, but Jazz evades it. Gale comes crashing down to the thin pads outside the ring, protecting our athletes from concrete. Private duck, my God, big backdrop and the cover. Private Dancer, 1, 2, and Air Force 2 kicks out. Private Dancer cranking on the head and the neck here of Air Force 2. Meanwhile, on the outside, Jazz with the stiff right hand to the face. And the spine buster. Jazz with the spine buster. Private on the outside goes to use that steel chair, but Air Force 2 punched it out of her hands. And now Air Force 2 chop across the chest to Private Dancer, now targeting the leg here. Air Force 2 whips Private, and oh my God, the clothesline, the major clothesline for Jazz to Air Force 2. Air Force 2 didn't see it coming. 1, 2, and that's it. Oh my God, folks, Air Force 2 gets the shoulder up off the major clothesline. Private Dancer thought they'd done it. She was already celebrating. Gale with Private Dancer in the shoulders. TKO. Hits her with that Gale Force knockout. And now, Gale Force with the steel chair in hand. Jazz sneaks up behind, stiff right hand, and it's Jazz. Jazz goes to smash Gale with the chair. Gale evades a Private Dancer getting back to her feet. And look, folks, Jazz with the major power bomb. The move, the major attraction taught. My God, the major clothesline, a second major clothesline. Air Force 2 is properly down, folks. Private Dancer with the forearm shots, the steel chair over the top of the head from Jazz. Just go for the pin, ladies. Retain the championships. Major attraction taught Private Dancer. The major boot, the major clothesline, the major powerbomb. And she in turn taught her sister, Jazz Dancer, to hit those moves. They've mastered them, ladies and gentlemen. It's helped them retain the titles for so long. Surely Surely they could get the pinfall on Air Force 2 at this point. Gail arming herself in a steel chair. Private bringing a table into the ring. And Gail with the steel chair shot over the top of the head to Private Dancer. And Gail Force just accidentally cracked her partner Air Force 2 with the chair. She cracked Jazz with the chair and then she tossed the chair at Private Dancer. We gotta cover 1, 2, and oh my god, I thought we were gonna get new champions. This match has had everything. There's been miscommunications between the team of the Force Awakens. The dancers have put on a clinic. Look at that for a straight suplex. Gail now ducks under, and look at that, eats the feet again. Build that force up, get force. We've got a cover 1 down, and Private Dancer manages to dive past Air Force 2 to break up the count again. Gail with the steel chair in hand, unleashing the fury across the face and the chest of Jazz Dancer. Air Force 2 stomping away on Private Dancer. Folks, have the dancers taken Force Awakens too lightly? Air Force 2 from the top, and look at this, the Air Force splash. And Air Force 2 with the 1, with the 2, with the 3. They've done it, they've done it. The Force Awakens dethrone the dancers. And for the first time in forever, the Dancer Sisters lose a match, and they've lost the titles. The Dancer Sisters will be furious. But Air Force 2 and Gale Force put their errors aside, folks, and they've done it. They've picked up this Women's Tag Team Championships, dethroning the Dancer Sisters, and my goodness, folks, this is because of you guys at home voting for the matchup. Congrats to the team of the Force Awakens who took the opportunity and ran with it. They're now your CWS Women's Tag Team Champions. Folks, don't go anywhere. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line next. It's a Reaper's Rules matchup. Baptiste, our current survivor, goes up against Jackson Gage Harris. Reaper's Rules, baby. Baptiste won't know the stipulation until he gets to the ring. That's how it works. When one of the Grim Reapers is the champ of their division, folks, the Reapers get to choose the rules. Baptiste at a disadvantage, but can he overcome and persevere tonight at the Masquerade Brawl? Don't go anywhere, folks. The Intercontinental title is on the line next.